Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Walker Ford, Clearwater, Florida, and I am here because many of you have asked, you want to see what is the difference from the all-new 2020 Mustang EcoBoost high performance package compared to a standard Mustang EcoBoost. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about Mustang history. Mustang's been around since 1964 and a half. What I love about the Mustang, there's so many different options and flavors. You could get a Boss 302 over the years. You could get the Shelby GT350, Shelby GT500. So many different ways to spin it. The Mach 1s. I mean, so many iconic names. What Ford has decided to do is go up against Chevrolet. Chevrolet has that performance option that could be added to any Camaro known as the 1LE option. Now that performance option is strictly handling and braking. That's where you're going to get that extra performance. With the 2020 high performance package EcoBoost, you're going to also get extra horsepower. So you're getting actually a little bit more. On top of that, this particular one, finished in the beautiful iconic silver, also has the additional handling package. And if all this is new to you, I'm glad that you're here because I'm going to break it down for you perfectly. So let's go ahead and dive into this Mustang EcoBoost comparison. We're going to start with this Mustang EcoBoost Standard. Now this one does have some options. I try to keep the price close to one another to make it relative. And as you drop down, you'll get that new styling that was brought in 2018. They brought a refreshed front and rear to the car. I like the way that they refreshed the headlight style. You got your tri-bar, daytime running lamps, full LED of course. This lower section, believe it or not, they actually used Darth Vader's mask and helmet from the movie Star Wars to design this front area. As we come across the front, now this one has a black accent package. So you have the blacked out pony on the grille. I do like the flat black with the gloss black pony, flat black down low. And then this is your standard Mustang front lip spoiler. You'll notice that as we go over to the other model, this area is going to be larger. The larger the surface area, the more downforce and more performance you're going to get from this particular piece. But this is what we're looking at Mustang. As we go up under the hood, you got your twin heat extractors. This is going to draw hot air from underneath the hood. Now as we go over to the 2020 high performance package, you'll see some differences. We're going to start off with the grille. This grille is actually taken from the Mustang California Special, the GT California Special. It's that dark gray metallic. I love the horizontal bars, and I love the way they took the pony and put them over here, that classic style pony, not the upgraded one, the restyled one. You got the tri-bar, red, white, and blue, built here in the good old US of A. I like the way that it's over. As we drop down, here's that lower lip spoiler. So on the high performance package, this spoiler is actually longer, more downforce. It's the same exact lower lip spoiler off of the Mustang GT Performance Pack Level 1. As we come across the lower section, this is all gloss black. Matches perfectly with the top portion, and this is different. So different top, different bottom, different lower lip spoiler, and the pony. Now when we go up under the hood, the only difference you're gonna see is the addition of this striping. It's actually got a nice style. I'm not totally in love with it, but I do like the way it kind of fades and follows the body line of the hood. The heat extractors are exactly the same. But that's the front end of the business. Let's go ahead and check out the sides of these two Mustangs. All right guys, time to check out the side of the business on this Mustang EcoBoost. As we come around the bend, these wheels are specific to that black accent package. So not only are you getting a blacked out pony, but you're also getting these upgraded wheels. I'm glad that it has this wheel. You're looking at a 19-inch wheel. Width is going to be 255, and then the sidewall is a 40 series sidewall. Those are your standard Mustang brake setup. So you have your 4-piston caliper and a smaller size rotor, but you are getting those extra large, nice wheels that you only get with the black accent package. Coming down the side, everything else is standard Mustang affair, part of that black accent package, which I think it's a great price. I mean, $995, you're getting the gloss black roof, the blacked out badging, and then you're also getting those wheels. That's a lot of bang for the buck, and I'm glad that this one has it. Keep going down towards those rear quarter window, onto these nice flared out fenders, and then you'll see the last piece of the puzzle, actually two pieces of the puzzle. For the black accent package, you're getting this low trunk lid spoiler. I like the design just enough, especially with the Orange Fury metallic paint. And then you'll notice that out back, you have your tri-bar taillights, and then you're gonna get your blacked out pony. Now, if you know your Mustangs, by looking at the exhaust, what exhaust does this have? Yes, you're right. This has the active exhaust where you can make it louder or quieter. That is an additional $895 option. The way that you would know that it has the quad tips. So your standard Mustang EcoBoost comes with a single exhaust outlet on both sides. I also really love on the newer Mustangs the rear diffuser. They did such a better job than on the 2015s when they came out with this overall body type. But why don't we go ahead, get over to that high performance package EcoBoost Mustang and see what we're working with. All right guys, time to check out this high performance package Mustang, but also remember it's got the handling package. So when we come around the bend, part of that handling package are these upgraded wheels. Now this is still a 19-inch wheel, just like the one I just showed you, but it's a totally different style. It really mimics the PP2 wheel, the Mustang GT PP2 wheel. I love the gunmetal gray. You're actually gonna get larger rotors than the standard Mustang EcoBoost, and you can see the larger caliper. Still 4-piston, but you're gonna get better braking capability. Also underneath the fenders, you're getting a special track tuned MagneRide suspension. That one over there does not have MagneRide, that's an option. You get that with the high performance package and the handling package. Those are two packages together. We'll get more into pricing in a few moments, but you're also gonna get thicker anti-roll bars, and underneath that hood, the strut tower brace is very, very massive to really stiffen up the front of this car. Now, as we go into the fender, here's your one designation on the side that this is your high performance package 2.3 liter, that EcoBoost motor. Remember, this isn't the first time that Ford has done a more performance-oriented inline four. Go back to 1986, those SVO Mustangs had a turbocharged inline four engine. But going down the side, another cue that this is part of the high performance package is the metallic gray on the mirrors. That is unique to this package. As we come and work our way back, everything else is gonna be the same with that beautiful iconic silver. Now, when we're talking about the wheel setup and the tire setup, you're looking at 265. So we went from 255 to 265. So they're actually wider than the wheels and tires over on that Mustang EcoBoost 40 series sidewall. So those are the parameters that we're working with this particular Mustang. When we get to the back, you're gonna get a nice gunmetal metallic trunk lid spoiler, matches well with the wheels and with the mirror cabs. And then this one automatically comes with the active exhaust. So you're gonna have that same quad tip exhaust. Another thing that's different is this guy right here. You get the simulated gas cap cover with the pony, red, white, and blue. Love the look, and it really touches nice with what's going on in the front of the business. Now, one thing Tom can't show you is underneath here, you're gonna get a limited slip differential. So on the other Mustang EcoBoost, that was a mechanical differential. This one is a limited slip differential, more performance oriented. 373 gears. Let's go ahead, pop the hood, and see what we're working with power-wise. All right, guys, we got the two hoods popped on these Mustangs. We'll start with the standard Mustang EcoBoost. I'm gonna zonk the prop rod, but what you're looking at underneath that engine cover is that 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine. You're looking at turbocharged power, inline four, 310 horsepower, MPGs, around 21 in the city, 32 on the highway. You could choose 6-speed manual or 10-speed automatic. With the automatic, you're looking about 0 to 60 in around 5.1, 5.2 seconds. What I like about underneath the hood is there's not a bunch of plastic. One thing I do want to point out is there's no strut tower brace here. So that means the front end of the business is going to flex a little bit more handling wise than what we're about to see. And what we're about to see, like I said, this is the all new for 2020 high performance package. So when we're looking at the package, right off the bat, you'll see that large strut tower brace up there. I like the 2.3 liter logo up there. It's also gonna have the MagneRide suspension. That other one does not have MagneRide suspension. That is an option. So still 2.3 liter, still inline four turbocharged engine. You're getting a larger twin scroll turbocharger, larger intercooler. We're going from 310 horsepower to 330 horsepower with 350 pound-feet of torque. You could also still get it mated 6-speed manual or 10-speed automatic. With the 10-speed automatic, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Top speed on this high performance pack Mustang EcoBoost, 155 miles an hour. That's the same top speed of a Mustang GT with the V8. This weighs in around 3,632 pounds. You're getting more boost, 22 pounds of boost out of this vehicle. And like I said, you're getting the thicker anti-roll bars. You're getting the 13.9-inch rotors off of the Mustang GT. Price-wise, $5 grand for the high performance package, and then an additional $2 grand for the handling package. With this setup, you can get over 1 G of lateral acceleration. So what that means is the grip from the front end of this car is going to be a little over 1 G. Usually you hear numbers associated like that with Porsches and Corvettes and stuff. So very phenomenal what they're doing. Let's go ahead though, let's fire up one of these and see how they sound. All right, guys, we're just gonna jump into the 2020 Mustang EcoBoost with that high performance package. I know I had some questions last time about MPGs. 21 in the city on the standard Mustang EcoBoost, you're only losing 1 mile per gallon. 20 in this, 28 on the highway though in the high performance package Mustang compared to the regular Mustang EcoBoost is 32. Now I know you're probably wondering, you're at this point, Joe, how much? The way that these are both option, which remember, that's not a base EcoBoost. That EcoBoost over there is around $38,000. This one with the high performance package and the handling package is $43,000. Let's see what you get. Now we're just gonna show this one because they're basically the same. Door panel, exactly the same as the Mustang EcoBoost. I like the leather, I like the white contrast stitching, and I like the classic look to the door panel. Really harks back to Mustangs from the past. Now when you come to the dash, here's some things that are gonna be different in this particular one. You're gonna get an actual chassis badge. Just like in your Shelby GT350, 350R, GT500, you get a special badge. I am gonna zonk the font on this thing. I've had some time to really look at it. Somebody really hit the nail on the head. It sort of looks like a part off of eBay, but you do have a chassis number, so that is unique. You're gonna get different trim here in the center, and then on the high performance package you're going to get oil pressure and boost pressure as well, gauge nicely placed. We work our way down, same tech package. So you're going to get the infotainment, 8-inch infotainment system, that sync system, very easy to use. It's got your climate controls in it, your navigation. Obviously this one, because it has not been set up yet, has taken a little bit of extra time with these other menus popping up, but there's our navigation and whatnot. Simple radio controls. Here's your AC, heated and ventilated seats. You got your aluminum start-stop button, the beautiful toggle switches right out of a P-51 Mustang plane. You're gonna get the same modes, different driving modes. Little cubby for a very, very small cell phone, like an old Samsung flip phone, USB and a 12 volt. This is shifting that 10-speed. Both of these have the 10-speed automatic transmission. Simple on the cup holders, but they work. Want a key fob? Here's your key fob. I am gonna zonk it. I wish that they had a special high performance Mustang EcoBoost key fob, because believe it or not, on the other car, you actually get the pony on it. So to me, this is actually a downgrade. Good old fashioned e-brake. I just wish they would use the same stitching. You got beautiful white contrast stitching here. What happened here? Did they run out of the sewing machine brake? The armrest has the stitching, but this doesn't. So that's kind of weird, but it is nice and soft. Open it up. Inside you got another USB and another 12 volt, a place for plenty of circus peanuts. I know people have been writing in, they love their circus peanuts. You can fit a ton in there. Close it up, and then how we get into the circus? And these beautiful leather seats. I love the style. I love that they're heated and ventilated. You do get electric on the bottom, but manual on the back. I'm gonna zonk that. It should have electric on the back, the whole thing, but plenty of headroom in here. I'm 6 feet tall. You could do a track day in this, put your helmet on, you got plenty of room. Come on over to the business end, because I'm telling you, I love what's behind the wheel over here. All right guys, business end behind the wheel of this Mustang. I do like the aluminum sill panel. It lights up Mustang. You got your electric assist. I just wish that it had electric, like I said, on the back. Steering wheel. Now, I wish for the high performance Mustang, I'm gonna zonk it. I wish that they had a special steering wheel to go with it. Still good thickness. I'm not digging the updated pony, this 21st century pony. I don't like it. You do have small paddles on the back of the steering wheel. That's another place that I wish that they would have done something special for this special car. You see this little button right here with the pony on it? You're gonna press that, and that's gonna allow you to adjust your exhaust mode. So right now we're in normal. We could go to sport and track, and then we could save it and then get back to where we were. Beautiful 12-inch display. Really like the setup on that, and you could toggle through all sorts of settings to really have it configured perfect to whatever you want. That's a 12-inch display, clean as a whistle. Let's get to the best part. If you want to see back seats, we've already done that in other Mustang videos. We've also done the trunks as well. Let's take these two Mustang EcoBoosts for a spin. All right, guys, we're gonna start off in the Mustang EcoBoost, that Orange Fury Metallic. This one, like I said, has the active exhaust, $895 option, comes with that HPP, the high performance package Mustang EcoBoost that we're gonna get into in a few moments. But let me go ahead and get on the loud pedal. 10-speed drops down. So if you haven't been in a Mustang EcoBoost like ever, it's gonna surprise you, because still at the end of the day, it doesn't have that V8 growl, but it's got 0 to 60 in about 5.1 seconds with the 10-speed automatic. And that really is pretty potent for this type of car. Overall, you're still gonna get, no matter what Mustang you go with, you're gonna get that classic styling, the classic feel. This one has the optional 12-inch display, which I love, just like that high performance pack Mustang has as well. What we're probably gonna find out on this little drive is this one's gonna have a little bit more body roll. The brakes are gonna be a little bit softer, and there is a little bit slower acceleration because of less horsepower. That's what I'm gonna say is what we're gonna discover. And to be honest with you, if you're already going 38 for a Mustang EcoBoost, I would probably just go all the way and get the high performance package one, if that's the direction you wanted to go in. Would I want a base Mustang GT? No. I don't like the cloth interior, and I would like to have some of the extra niceties like the 12-inch display. I think once you see it, you'll fall in love with it for sure. But just like any other day, sitting in a Mustang, very cool, calm, and collective, and you're gonna get some really good MPGs. 21 the city is really nothing to laugh about. Compare that to a Mustang GT, you're looking about 14, 15 miles a gallon. So do the math. Horsepower is going to obviously cost you a little bit more money at the pump. All right, guys, acceleration from a dead stop on throttle. Off we go. The traction control does a great job getting the power to the ground. Shifts are quick. Remember, this does not have a limited slip differential like the Mustang EcoBoost. I'm gonna call it the HPP, high performance package. Does not have a limited slip differential. It's got a mechanical rear differential. So it's not as efficient as getting the power to the ground in a performance scenario like you're gonna find in the high performance pack Mustang. But still gets the power down efficiently, and you're off and running. All right, guys, driving down the highway, nice and smooth. You know, the suspension is gonna be balanced. It's a more balanced setting. It's not gonna be all performance oriented, which obviously makes sense because this is not the high performance package, nor does it have a handling package. But you are gonna get a nice ride as you're driving to and from work, driving down the highway, and you still get that classic look of the Mustang, which is always nice. Just don't be that person that goes and buys 5.0 emblems and sticks them on the fender. You don't need to do that. But still, visibility is great, and overall, very, very smooth. We're getting to the Radies Rise test track, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, time to see how this handles compared to the high performance package Mustang, and we're really gonna be able to put it through its paces because we finally got some open space here. So here we are on the brakes. I'm gonna use the pals to downshift, 5th, 4th, 3rd, turn in. Feeling pretty good. Little bit of roll. I'm losing traction at the front. So one thing I want you to notice, I want you to mark right now while you're watching this video, is that we did lose grip on the front end. that's called understeer. So as we were making that left-hand bend, the car started going to the right. That's a problem if you're trying to turn fast laps at the racetrack, autocross track, or your favorite twisty road. I'm gonna guarantee you, in the high performance pack Mustang, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna be able to stick like Gorilla Glue to the asphalt. But let's try this once again. Downshifting with the paddles, fourth, third, second, nice and smooth. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Losing the traction out of the back now. So as you saw, we had the front end push and then there was oversteer. That is something that's going to cause you, obviously, to have issues on a track setting. And that's why, if you're wondering, well, why did Ford do this? That was a perfect example. How the back end came out after it understeered, that is, it's just not balanced. The front of the car is not speaking with the back of the car. Some of the things that we talked about performance-wise that have been added to that other Mustang EcoBoost, it's gonna solve that issue. And since we're talking about that, I'm gonna get back to Walker Ford. We're gonna swap seats, and I'll see you in the Mustang EcoBoost high performance package in a second. All right, guys, we're in the 2020 Mustang EcoBoost with the high performance package on throttle. 10-speed drops down. You're getting that larger, louder sound coming out of the back. You can feel the extra power especially with the automatic, because remember, with the automatic 0 to 60 about 4.5 seconds. That is much quicker than the standard Mustang EcoBoost, which is around 5.1, 5.2. The great news is you can still get a manual and road through your own gears in this particular model, whereas say a Shelby GT350, I know a lot of people cry that they can't get an automatic, that it's only manual, but I personally love the manual in that car. I think it's one of the best ever. But just like any other Mustang, I love the overall riding position in the car. You can get the seat to really fit your body type perfect. Looking out over the hood, really great view, and it just has that nice classic feel, yet it's a brand new car. And that really is what does it for me. The dash, the work that Ford put into this 12-inch LED display, you can see the results. It is a great looking dash and so clear and easy to use. Now what's interesting is that with the, I'm going to call it the HPP, so I don't have to keep saying high performance package, but the HPP EcoBoost Mustang, you would think that driving it, you know, on your daily routine routes would be more harsh because of the stiffer suspension. Because it has MagneRide, it really actually helps with your daily driving. What's wonderful about the MagneRide is that it's going to give you a great overall feel as you're going down the highway. Nothing too stiff to where it's going to shake your kidneys out of your body. But when you turn up the wick, it's right there with you every step of the way, retuning and recalibrating the suspension to give you great handling. And you'll see when we get to the Radius Rise test track over here, the way that this car, when you turn it in to a corner, it stays nice and flat. There's no body roll whatsoever. And it feels really, really good through the steering wheel. The way you're able to communicate with the front wheels and what they're doing, really, really well done by Ford for sure. But I'll go ahead and get on the loud pedal again. You do hear, I wish the exhaust was just a little bit deeper, which I know is hard to do because this is an inline 4, but definitely the shifts of this 10-speed, amazing. Very deliberate, very, very crisp. Let's go ahead and get into our first left-hander of the day on the brakes. Really, really nice. Obviously, we have some traffic we need to work around, and we're going to be able to do that very easily. So hold on one second. All right, guys, let's check out this left-hander here on throttle, on the brakes. Turn, look at this. Turning is so sharp, so crisp on throttle. Wow, look at how you just get the traction down both front and rear. That's the thing is you're taking the car, the Mustang EcoBoost, and you're balancing out the feedback that you're getting, because remember, with that strut tower brace, with the thicker anti-roll bars, it's just gonna make the communication so wonderful to where you'll definitely turn a faster lap time. If you go do a track day with this car, guaranteed, if you know what you're doing, you're gonna turn a faster lap time than somebody in a standard Mustang EcoBoost. And I'm even gonna go out on a limb and say, you know what? Depending on the certain track, you may be quicker than a Mustang GT. I'm saying it. And a lot of it has to do with what is your skill level. This car really rewards the person who knows how to drive. Here we go, through this turn. Look at this. So nice. Coming out on throttle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the paddles through this next go around just to give you the feel of how fast the shift is. Now, one thing I am gonna zonk is I wish the paddles were a little larger. I wish they were a little bit larger, and I wish they weren't made out of just plastic. Especially this being the HPP, give me a little bit more, just a little bit more feel, fit, and finish. But let me go ahead and build some space here as we're driving, and this is gonna allow us to see what this thing is capable of. On throttle, third gear, on those brakes, downshift, very nice. Look at this, this is great, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Here we go, coming out of the turn. Very nice. Holds a line so perfectly, and that's really the great news is that with 330 horsepower and the really good traction control that they have on here, you're able to get that power down very nicely with a little bit more contact patch as well. But we're gonna go ahead and get back to Walker Ford and wrap this up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another wonderful day here at Walker Ford. Definitely gotta thank Frank, Weston, the rest of the crew, Tracy, Benji, Mark, everybody's so accommodating. So this should hopefully shed a little bit more light on what you're getting by spending that extra money. What are you getting looks-wise, performance-wise, handling-wise with this new 2020 high-performance Mustang EcoBoost with the handling package over your standard Mustang EcoBoost. But if it's comparisons like these that you want to see on Rady's Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Rady's Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee. He loves these muscle Mustangs. Even though they don't have big screaming V8s, he still had a blast. Thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.